Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Monday, July the 20th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check to see where the market here today. So SPX, right, up about 11 points right here. Green month so far as it tries to work its way up into the weekly gap right here. As we're really testing this this candle right here. We've broken above it. Let's see if we can close above and get into that open gap and see what we have going on here. So SPX again pushing over these prior levels, holding the upper trend line. So all good there so far. Right, nice move right here today as the SPY and has basically been trailing the Qs today. As tech has been super duper strong. And we really want to see SPY get above that level right here to get out of the trend box and move its trend line over. So let's take a look at the price action here today. So far, pretty wild stuff. Right? It was really choppy at the open. They gave you an inside 15 at the bottom of the 15 orb level, holding some major areas here on the pre-market levels. And we got a nice bounce off of that, right? So if you go to the, if we take a look at the S&P futures, we can see what we had setting up here going into today. So a couple of the big areas, right? Last night we had a big flush down, right? So we kind of worked our way up this morning as we came back off of the signal zone right here. And really the key is, how we handled this drop zone from yesterday. So those levels got tested right there, rejected it at the open, right? Then we consolidated right here, gave a nice move up, and now we're just kind of testing the top of another major signal zone right here. So that 3230 area is obviously very good. So the first was down move here, and then a little bit of a down move here. So let's see if it's trying to gear up, for another push up. Again, we're getting higher lows right here. Let's see if we can put in a higher high here going into the afternoon. Let's take a look at the MES here. So again, very similar right here. We're holding the upper trend line still. So let's see if that can continue to hold. Here's the divergences here in the Qs. Okay, so you saw how consolidated everything got here. For a little bit on the S&P futures. Well, the Qs ended up doing it really quickly, right? So they ended up dragging the market up here today, and that's for thanks to names like Amazon, things like that. So that's what we saw going there today. But not playing along is the IWM. They're basically just chopping around here below the 15 orb low. Let's take a look at Apple today. So this is a good one. Normally we get a move with Apple at the open, but instead it decided to chop. So we waited until it broke out. Some members actually did a great job right here and got in a little bit early here and then just kind of held through here. But we got in off of the official trade here off of this bull flag movement. We talked about that last night on the live streams, right? Compression, right? Expansion. So we got a nice move off of that right now. So Apple is still holding the ADMA here on the 15-minute chart, but that was a great move right there on Apple. So good stuff right there. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's still kind of just chopping around here before earnings, but disregard. I didn't realize it made a huge spike off of those levels right there. So it was chopping around earlier, and then it finally broke out of this triangle right here. Wow, great move on Tesla. Fantastic. I'm just started getting this lunchtime video ready, and I had my nose right. Wow, amazing. I need to check and see if any of the members of the group are trading with that one. Wow, incredible bounce on that. Again, guys, really seriously, contraction to expansion. We had multiple days right here of Tesla, right? So double inside day, really tight range on Friday. Now it's starting to move a little bit. So again, premiums are a little bit crazy with earnings coming up. A huge spike on Tesla there. Incredible move. So good stuff there. Let's take a look at some other names. AMD. Amazing move on Tesla there. AMD, huge. Right, this is a big one, guys. We caught this one on the 15-hour break today, so that gave a nice move to the upside right here. It's coming back and pulling back and testing the ADMA on the 15 there. So that was a great trade for us. And the other one that we took today was Twitter. This was on our bullish radar on the game plan, guys. So this gave us a nice move here through these levels, right, and gave us a nice move initial trade up here. It pulled back, held the ADMA, and continued to work its way up here. Intraday, now we're chopping around the 15-hour high. So that ended up giving some nice trades there for the group as well. So we got a couple requests out there. Let's take a look at AZN and see how that's doing here today. So AstraZeneca, right? So I guess they had good news, and like we talked about, there's a chance that they sell the news, especially the way they hyped it up into it. So members had this from a while ago, and we're able to take profit here this morning, so that's always a good thing. But let's just kind of take a look at the daily chart right here. Again, big candle the other day, nice gift horse gap this morning. Good place to take profit, especially on a biotech name, right? And kind of pulling back here. So see how it holds these levels, but really tricky on those from the way the chart is right now. Lulu, here's another one that some members did some well on today as well. So this is a good one to take a look at right here. We've been talking this on the live streams a lot too, right? So really tight range, right? It finally broke out of that range today. It was a key level to get above. That was this one right here. That was the 321.82, and you can see here on the intraday chart, right? Once we cleared that, we got tight around it. Boom, you got this nice move right here with some good volume that gave you a good push up there on Lulu for a day trade. So beautiful stuff there. We'll see if that gets any follow through. Let's take a look at Microsoft. So Microsoft has also been carrying the holding the Dow up a little bit, right? And then also looking pretty good right here as it heads into earnings, right, bouncing off its upward trend line. So that's one of the things we were looking at even last night for a potential bounce. Speaking of which, we got a request here for IBM, which has got earnings coming up here too. Big bounce off its geometric line recently, right? It's coming right in triangle here in the 200-day moving average. So really need to see what it has to say for earnings. The big one though is Amazon also has earnings coming up. Well, actually, earnings are coming up a little bit later. So it's got some time right here, but big inside day up here. Good volume so far in the day. Just a huge candle right here, already 148 point range. Impressive stuff there on Amazon. And then Chewy. I know some folks that did well on that one here today too. Chewy, again, nice move on this one today. So remember, actually pointed this out here on the iBuy sector. Nice push up here inside 15 above the 15 warp high, and that gave a nice move up off of that. And then of course Baba. So Baba's a good one too. I know this is on our short radar this morning. So it was just a nice little move here down. It cleared a couple of our key levels, so it made a nice intraday short at the open. Now it's kind of hanging out at the low end of the 15 orb range. So good stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the request. I hope everybody has a great rest of your trading day today. Stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys.